2 blocks. And we'll start by setting up our space with our props. So place one of your blocks at the back of your mat on its lowest height and its longest width. And take the other block to the back of your mat as well. And with the blanket, I have it folded in this big rectangular shape, and then fold it 3 or 4 times. So you have a narrow and long, like flat pillow of sorts. And you're placing that at the back of your mat. And you're sitting on your bum and laying on your back. So the blanket catches just behind your heart so that your arms are on the ground, the backs of your arms just brushing against the blanket, and your head rests on the block. Your legs can be long or the knees can be bent. You might even have the knees kissing in center. And we'll start by just acknowledging this connection between body and ground. Noticing all the points of contact between your body and the ground beneath you. And notice how that relationship, that sensation, might change slightly or pronounced as you breathe in and breathe out. And see if the exhales can help you release the weight of your body almost deeper into the ground. Attention to your heart and heart space. Can you any amount soften the muscles surrounding your heart? There's this ease that starts to cultivate at the center of your heart, of your chest, melting away any tension down and out of your hands. You'll lift your arms towards the ceiling now. Stay super soft and relaxing your body, and bend your elbows. You're catching opposite elbows. Move your arms back. So they'll frame the head and either rest on the block, on the floor, or somewhere in between. So the body is still super heavy and relaxed. Now there might be some sensation of stretch around the shoulders. Other than that, there's softness in the body, openness, ease around the heart. Lift your arms up again and just switch which elbow is in front, and slowly lower your arms back, framing your head, arms to the floor, block, or somewhere in between. Few breaths here, really heavy and soft through the body. Lift your arms again, and you can release your elbows, open your arms wide in that T shape again, and breathe in and out. Find your second block now, and have the block between your hands. So you're wrapping your fingers to the sides of your block, so your thumbs are like down below the block. And you're reaching the block towards the ceiling. If your knees are not bent already, bend your knees, the feet are to the floor. And offer the block up towards the ceiling. So the ribs will flare up. Allow that to happen. As you move your arms back in space, arms alongside the ears, You might lower the block all the way down, but you don't have to. Then you'll use the muscles that surround the shoulders to bring the arm back to center. So you're moving the block back, breathing in and out of the nose, allow the breath to come in and go out, and you bring the arm back to center. One more time like this. And see if the whole way you can keep the eyes of the elbows pointing back and down. And then you bring the block back to center. Now keep the elbows in line with the shoulders, so just over your shoulders. And you're bending the elbows, but the arm bone is actually not moving. It's just the elbows bending. So the block is coming in, like laying almost on your forehead. And then engage your triceps, the muscles behind your arms, to lift the block back up. So elbows in line with the shoulders, you bend your elbows, lower the block with control, and lift the block up with as much control. Mind to muscle to lift the block up. One more time, lower the block, and lift the block back up. Now you'll place the block between your legs. So walk the feet closer so the feet are parallel, and you're hugging the legs towards the block. Scoop the belly in, engage the low belly. So you're almost like tucking the tail under, broadening the low back behind you. The arms reach up first, and then you're reaching back. So the arms are really active. They don't have to land on the ground. Breathe in here. Exhale, lift your hips up, using the strength of the back of your legs and your glutes to lift up. And the hips won't lift up as you normally do. It's a different position with the chest lifted on the blanket. But breathe in here, up at the top. And exhale, melt your hips down. Breathe in, fill your chest. Exhale, scoop the tail under, lift your hips up, engage the back of the legs. Breathe in here. And exhale, melt the hips down. Pause here and breathe in. Exhale, lift your hips up, scooping the tail under, engaging the back of the legs. Stay lifted, breathe in, hugging the block. And exhale, melt down. Breathe in to lower the arms and grab the block, move it to the side. And exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Your choice here if you want to roll up or roll to a side and press up to a seated position. So we'll use the blanket under our knees for this opening sequence. So you can unfold your blanket, place it on your mat for under your knees. And we'll keep that block at the back of our mat, but just flip it so it's on the second height, just at the back edge of your mat. And then you'll find a tabletop position. So tabletop, tuck your toes under. Inhale, shift your weight forward, but onto your wrists. And exhale, shift your hips back to child's pose. Inhale, you shift your weight forward, shoulders pass to the wrists. And exhale, hips back, sit on your heels, relax your arms. One more time, inhale, you shift forward. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders beyond the wrists. And exhale, hips up and back to downward dog. Couple breaths here for yourself. You can move around or find stillness. Opening the back of the legs, waking up the back body. Find center and stillness for a breath in and a breath out. Lift the right leg up with your breath in and really lengthen the back of the knee. Engage the back of the right leg, the right bum, to lift the leg further up. Breathe in here. And exhale, look forward, step the foot forward. The back knee comes down. Come up on your fingertips or even use a block under both hands, wrapping your fingers around the sides of the blocks. With the breath in, you broaden your chest. the breath out to move your hips back, pick up the front toes, and round your spine. Inhale, bend the front knee, broaden your chest. Exhale, hips back, and you fold over the front leg. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, shift forward, bend your front knee. Now keep your pelvis heavy here. Keep the front heel heavy to the ground. And feel the low belly engaging. Everything stays as it is. And it's just the left knee bending. So you're bringing your left heel to your bum, really working actively through the back of the left leg, but the pelvis stays heavy. And right here, there's action going on through the back of the leg with stretch going on from the front of the left leg. And with control, you place the foot down. Exhale, pick the heel up, heel to bum. Inhale, foot down. One more time. Exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, foot down. With your next breath, then sweep your arms up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Move your hips back. Lengthen the front leg. Pick the front toes up. So toes to shin. And then you're hinging at your hips any amount that deepens the stretch through the back of the front leg. You're long through your spine. So you're not rounding the spine, not looking down or further up. It's a long spine from tailbone to the top of your head. With a breath in, you bend the front knee. Sweep your arms up, forming this long arc from back heel to fingertips. Exhale, send your arms back, top of the head forward. Breathe in, sweep up, lean back. Exhale, sweep back, and grow long forward. One more time, inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, frame the front foot, hands to the ground. Breathe in, pick up the back heel, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over two straight legs. Feel the front leg plugging back into the hip socket. You might have the back heel lifted or to the ground, but the spine is rounding. With your next breath, then bend your front knee and step back to plank with the exhale. In plank, shift your weight forward so the shoulders pass your wrists. Then exhale, place your knees down and lower yourself all the way to the floor. Walk your fingertips to the outsides of your mat. Pent your fingers, point your elbows up. Now engage the low belly to start. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. And you'll wave up into cobra. Section of the spine by section. And with the exhale, you melt yourself down. So breathe in, wave up. Exhale, melt down. Engage the low belly. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, you melt down. Narrow your hands, press up to tabletop. In child's pose, exhale. Find the spine to round here, forehead to the ground, soften your arms. Now keep the hands on the ground. Start to roll up to sit and watch as your hands drag and slide along your mat and slide up your thighs. So you're sitting upright. So you have that block behind you. Reach your arms back towards the block. You may have to bring them closer to you. But instead of wrapping your fingers to the sides of your block like we have done until now, wrap your fingers behind, so back. Your fingers spin back, and you're wrapping your fingers down through the long edge of your block. So the elbows are bent and pointing back, and that rolls the fronts of the shoulders towards the back of your mat. Now engage the low belly here. Keep that engaged as you lift your heart and the gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Press your shins into the ground and tuck your tail under a little bit more, and maybe you lift your hips up. Lower your seat. Sit upright. Breathe in here. Tabletop exhale. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees off the ground. And use the breath then to shift your weight forward, shoulders beyond your wrists. And exhale, downward facing dog. Here for one breath in and one breath out. Lift the left leg up. The pelvis is squared. Iron flat the back of your left knee. Engage the left back of the thigh and bum to lift the leg further up. And then you'll step forward. Exhale. Place the back knee down. Again, the option of the block for your hands to bring the floor closer to you. So here, instead of sinking through the chest, you're pressing the hands down so the chest is broad. Fronts of the shoulders rolling back. Here, we breathe in. Exhale, hips back, lengthen the front leg, pick the toes up, round your spine. Inhale to bend, open the chest. Exhale, hips back, round the spine. Once more, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bend the front knee. Keep the pelvis heavy, open the chest. Now engage the low belly if you haven't already. Everything stays the same as you bend your right knee. Bring your heel to your bum as much as you can without lifting the hips, moving the hips back. Keep the chest broad. So lots of work for the back of the right leg, but also opening the front of the right leg. Then with control, place the right foot down. Exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, foot down. Exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, foot down. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, move your hips back, lengthen the leg, pick the toes up, arms by your sides, and you're hinging at the hips. Sending the tailbone back as the top of your head grows away from you towards the top of your mat. Inhale, bend the front knee. Sweep your arms up. This even arc from back heel to fingertip. Exhale, send your fingertips back, top of the head forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, sweep back. Once more, inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, reach back. Breathe in, sweep your arms up. And exhale, hands to the ground. Move the block off to the side. Breathe in, pick up the back knee. Lengthen the back leg, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lengthen the front leg. And fold over two straight legs. So the front leg is plugging back, but the right hip still is moving back as well. So pelvis is squared. Back heel can be lifted or down, but the spine is rounding and grounding. Breathe in, bend your front knee. Plank with your exhale. Place your knees down. Inhale, shift your weight forward. And exhale, lower all the way down. Hands off to the side, send your fingertips, elbows point up. And engage the low belly, press the tops of the feet down, and you'll wave up to cobra. Wave down, exhale, and engage the low belly. Inhale, wave up. Exhale, wave down. Once more, breathe in, lifting up. Exhale, melting down. Narrow your hands, tabletop with your breath in, and child's pose with your breath out. Inhale to sit up on your heels. Hands reach back, spin the fingertips back. You're lengthening the heart up as the tail scoops under. Gaze lifting, heart lifting. With your exhale, press your shins down. Scoop the tail under even more. Maybe you lift your hips. Maybe you lengthen your elbows. Then you'll sit on your bum, upright your torso, breathe in. Tabletop exhale. Tuck your toes, hover your knees. Inhale to shift your shoulders beyond your wrists. And downward dog, exhale. Pause for breath in and a breath out. Breathe in, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward. Back knee down. Inhale, broaden your chest. Exhale, hips back and round your spine. Breathe in, bend the front knee, broaden the chest. Exhale, left heel to bum. Inhale, foot down, sweep your arms up, arc the spine. Exhale, send the hips back, lean forward, crown forward. Inhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms up, hands to the floor, exhale. Breathe in, lengthen the back leg, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, lengthen both legs and fold. Inhale, bend the front knee. Plank with your exhale. Breathe in, shift your weight forward. Exhale to lower all the way to the floor. One wave of cobra, breathe in. And melt down, exhale. Tabletop, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Inhale, sit up, fingertips back, lift your heart up. Exhale, press the shins, scoop the tail, lift the hips. Inhale, sit on your bum, upright the torso. Tabletop, exhale. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, shift forward, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Breathe in here. And breathe out here. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward. Back knee down, inhale, broaden your chest. Exhale, hips back, round your spine. Breathe in, bend the front knee, broaden the chest. Exhale, right heel to bum. Breathe in, foot down, reach your arms up. Arc the spine. Exhale, hips back, reach back, lean the heart forward. Breathe in, bend the front knee, sweep the arms up, even arc through the body. Exhale, hands to the floor. Breathe in, pick up your back knee, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over two straight legs. Breathe in, bend the front knee. To plank, exhale. Shift your weight forward, breathe in. Lower to the ground and breathe out. Wave up for one cobra, breathe in. Wave down with your exhale. Tabletop, breathe in. And child's pose, breathe out. Sit on your heels, fingertips back, hard up, belly strong. Exhale, press the shins down, lift the heels, extend your elbows. Sit on your bum, breathe in, upright the torso. Tabletop, exhale. Tuck your toes, hover the knees, breathe in and shift your weight forward. Downward facing dog and breathe out. Pause here for a breath in and a breath out. We'll make your way towards the top of your mat, arriving at a forward fold at the top of your mat. With your knees generously bent so the thighs and the belly meet. Allow the weight of the head to hang off the top of your spine. And allow there to be weight through the full extension of your feet. Then how you like it, you'll roll up or come up with the flat spine. Standing up into Dasana, mountain pose, arms just resting by the sides of your body. Moment to feel, check in, notice. If your eyes are closed, blink them open. You'll make fists with your hands and flip your arms so the inner arms facing back. Now curl your knuckles towards the back of your mat. Really engaging here, the bottom part of your forearms to do that. And now curl your knuckles towards the front of your mat and up towards the ceiling, really engaging the fronts or the tops of your forearm muscles. To engage the back of the forearms, to curl your knuckles towards the back of your mat and to the ceiling. And do the opposite, engage the tops of the forearms, curl the knuckles forward and up. Once more each direction, curling back and up, curling forward and up. Relax your hands, you can shake them off. Arms just resting by your sides for breath in and out. Breathe in and sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold over your legs. Slide your hands up your shins to flat back. Fold as you exhale. Breathe in, step your right foot back. Breathe out, step your left foot back. Inhale, shift your weight forward in plank. Bend your elbows straight back, exhale. Lengthen your arms, lower your hips, upward facing dog with your breath in. Hips up and back, downward dog with your breath out. Here for one inhale and one exhale. Lift your right leg up, breathe in. Exhale and step forward. Breathe in, step the left foot forward to a halfway lift. Exhale and fold over the legs. Reach forward and up, stand up as you inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Breathe in, open the heart. Exhale, arms by your sides. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, right foot back. Breathe in, shift shoulders beyond the wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows back halfway down. Lengthen the arms, triceps work, lower the hips, broaden the heart. Exhale from the core, lift the hips up and back. One breath in, downward dog. And one breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, right foot forward to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold over the legs. Breathe in, reach forward and up, stand up. Hands to heart, breathe out. Pause and inhale. Arms by your sides, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Right foot leads to chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. One breath in. And one breath out. Right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. forward and up, stand all the way up. Hands to your heart, breathe out. Broaden the chest as you breathe in. Arms by your sides and breathe out. Last side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to chaturanga, left foot eats. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Pausing here for one inhale and one exhale. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Reach forward and up, stand up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Open the heart, breathe in. Exhale, arms by your sides. Pause here for one breath in and one breath out. Open your eyes if they're closed and shift your weight towards your left foot. Lift your right knee up and reach your arms up. Now you'll bend the right knee down towards the floor as you catch your right ankle. Really scooping the low belly up and in so that you're broad through the front of the pelvis and the back of the pelvis, anchoring the hips in place as you move the right knee towards the back of your mat. And the left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. So now, try to keep the right ankle where it is and release the right hand off the foot. Bend the left knee a little bit and you're hinging forward at the hips, bringing this whole shape with you in this hinge. So there's a long line from the back knee all the way to the left fingertips. Now extend your right leg and step the right foot way back towards a lunge position where you're still tilted forward. Right hand reaching back, left hand reaching up and out. Breathe in, sweep both arms up. So here in your high lunge, you might be a little bit on the back knee just to accommodate the squareness of the pelvis. Engaging the low belly, but then any amount you might reintroduce that length through the back knee. Now interlace your fingers and you're bending the elbows to place the hands behind the head and hugging the elbows towards the sides of the head. So the elbows are pointing forward. Now keep the strength of the legs. So the legs are not moving, the pelvis is not moving. And lift your heart up and lean back. So like the head is resting on this hammock of the hands. And your lower ribs are flaring up because your upper core is easing up a bit. Now to come back, engage your upper core muscles to knit the ribs in and bring you back to center. Inhale, heart up and back. Relax the weight of the hand on the head on the hands and crunch up to come back to center. One more time. Inhale, lift up and back, elbows hugging towards the head. Exhale, crunch up to center. Breathe in, lengthen both legs, reach your arms up. With the exhale, you're bending your elbows, keeping your broad chest, and bending both knees. So the back knee comes to hover off the ground. To stand up, think about pressing into the front heel to lift you back up, lengthen the legs, reach up. So breathe in here. Exhale, bend the knees, back knee to a hover. Inhale, press into the front heel, reach up, stand up. Exhale to bend and hover. Inhale to lengthen and lift. One more time, exhale, bend the knees to a hover, and this time is different. You're standing back up, right knee up, reaching the hands up. And this time, see if without the right hand, you can point the knee forward, down, so the right heel is towards your bum, really actively, and you're strong through the low belly. And release the back of the right leg, foot down, arms by your sides. Breath in here. And breath out. So you're shifting your weight to your right foot this time, reaching your arms up and lifting your left knee up. Really strong through the belly already here to keep the left knee moving up. Now the left hand comes to the left ankle. You're pointing the knee down and back, moving the knee back in space, but there's no rounding through the low back. You're actually super strong through the low belly, so the pelvis stays almost moving like forward and up as the left knee moves back in space. So start to wake up the back of the left leg. You're gonna lift the left hand off the foot. Left fingertips is still reaching towards the ground. A little cramp I'm getting right now. Now bend your right knee, and you're tilting your whole lifted body forward. So you're still long from the back knee all the way to your right fingertips. Extend the left leg, land the toes down. You're still tilted forward in your lunge. And with the inhale comes, you lift up to your high lunge. So accommodate a little bend in the back knee to square the pelvis, engage the low belly. And then any amount, reintroduce at length through the back knee. Then interlace your fingers, probably the other way that feels a little different. And rest the hands to the back of the head. Point your elbows forward, so the arms are hugging to the sides of the head. From the back of the heart, inhale, lift the heart up and lean back. Rest the head on the hands. And now your upper core muscles need to work to knit the ribs back in, bringing you back to center. Inhale, heart up and back. Exhale, you crunch up. Stay strong through the low belly. Inhale, upper back, up and back. Exhale, you crunch back to center. Breathe in, reach your arms up, lengthen your legs. And exhale, bend both knees. The back knee will come to a hover off the ground. The elbows are bent, but the chest is really broad. Now press into the front heel to stand up, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, back knee to hover, open the chest. Inhale, press into the front heel, reach up. Exhale to bend. Inhale to stand up and lift. Exhale, bend the knees to a hover. And this time you're standing up on your front leg. You're bringing the left knee up towards your heart. Now without the hands, point the knee forward, left knee forward, left heel hugging towards your bum. Point the knee down in space. And see if you can lower it and reach it back as the left heel moves towards your bum. The low belly is strong. And then release the back of the leg, arms by your sides. Breathing in and out. Another cycle of breath here. So we'll move through the same sequence like we did before with the breath. Shift your weight to your left foot. Inhale, lift the right knee up, reach up. Exhale, right hand to ankle, point the knee down. Inhale, release the hand, keep heel to bum. Exhale, bend the left knee, tilt forward. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, land on your tilted lunge. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, interlace fingers behind the head, elbows forward. Inhale, hard up and back. Exhale, crunch back to center. Inhale, lengthen the legs, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees to hover. Right away, breathe in, stand up, right knee up. Exhale, point the right knee down, right heel to bump. And inhale here. Exhale, foot down, arms by your sides. Breathe in here. Exhale, shift your weight to the right. Inhale, left knee up, arms up. Exhale, left hand to ankle, knee down. Inhale, release the hand. Exhale, bend the right knee a little and tilt your torso forward. Breathe in, lengthen the back leg. Exhale, land the back foot down, you're tilted forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers the wonky way behind the head, elbows forward. Inhale, hard up and back. Exhale, crunch back up. Breathe in, lengthen the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, back knee to a hover. Stand up, left knee up, inhale. Exhale, point the left knee down, heel to bum. Stay here and breathe in, strong low belly. Exhale, arms by your sides. Pausing here for one breath in. And one breath out. So we're moving now towards the ground. If you want to take one last 3 in on this card, you can do that with me. Otherwise, you can move to downward dog, child's pose, or seated on your heels. So, Surya, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale and fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Maybe you hop or step back to chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. If you're in downward dog, take a breath in and out. Place your knees down and sit on your bum. So you have a block at the back of your mat. Grab that. And grab your other block, just have it to the side. I'm not going to use it yet. So I like to do this with my toes tucked under and sitting on my heels. That gives a nice extra stretch for the soles of the feet. You can do that or have the tops of the feet flat on the ground. And you're finding a block between your hands like we did before, reaching it up to the ceiling, bending your elbows and resting the block like behind your head, like we just did, but with the interlaced fingertips. And then the same idea, the core is strong here, so almost like a tuck of the tail. As you reach your heart up and lean back, so the arms are holding the block and the block is holding your head, and you can almost like relax your head and neck on the block. But the low belly is strong here. The lift is just coming from the upper spine. Then you'll crunch back up to come up. So inhale, lift the heart up and lean back. Low belly strong. Exhale, engage the upper core to knit the ribs in. Once more, inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, you crunch back up. You can release the block. Sit on the tops of your feet if you're doing that toe stretch, sole of the foot stretch. And the next one, I'm going to turn to face you, but you can still face the same direction. You're finding the block again, tucking your toes behind you if you like that, and reaching the arms up. So we did a similar thing at the beginning of class, where the eyes of the elbows are spinning back, and you're hugging the sides of the arms to the sides of your head. So keep this hugging inwards motion, and bend your elbows. The elbows are in line with the shoulders, so it's just the elbows bending. And you don't need to lower the block all the way, just to that place where you can still hold the elbows and hug the elbows to the side of your head. Now you're engaging your triceps to lengthen the arms back up. So with as much control, you lower down, hugging your elbows in. With as much control, you lengthen the arms back up. So one more time. Bend the elbows, hugging the elbows in, and you lift the block back up. And then lower the block out. So we did spine, we did arms, now we're gonna do our legs. So you're coming up on your knees, tucking your toes behind you, grabbing your block. Start by engaging the low belly, lengthening the sit bones towards the ground, hugging the sides of your glutes inwards. And then you're gonna reach the block right in front of your chest. Just keep reaching forward. So as one unit, your legs, hips, torso are gonna move back. So there's no hinging at hips, no sending the bum back, no anything. It's like this straight line. Leans back, and then you come back to center. So you lean back, pressing the toes or the shins down, and press it down to come back up. One more time. Lots of work through the front and back body. And you come back up. You can release your block to the side, sit on your heels. So you're gonna work towards the first peak pose. Well, been working towards this peak pose. We're gonna do it now, which is the first peak pose of the class, which is camel pose. And we're gonna approach it two ways. First with the blocks, and then option to use the heels. So have your blocks third height, tucking your toes, and the blocks just off the sides of your feet. And then feel the low belly in, the sides of the glutes hugging towards the midline. Reach your arms up. Putting some things together. Bend your elbows. So the chest is really broad. Imagine you had your hands or the block behind your head. Start to lean your heart up and back. So the belly is super strong here. It's just the upper spine moving. And then the third little bit of the whole unit of the body hinging back a little. I'm shaking here already. If you want, you can extend your arms back and lean your fingertips on the block without losing all the work through the body. Rest your hands on the block, put your heart up. Breathing in and out. Then to come out, engage the back body, the front body to bring you back up. Sit on your heels. So you can do the same thing with the blocks still. If you want to go a little bit lower, it's also great to still have the blocks there in case you change your mind. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hug the sides of the glutes and low belly in. Inhale, bend your elbows, broaden the chest. Exhale, you'll lean back with the heart and up. Lean back with the whole body. And then lengthen your arms. Rest the hands to the heels. Then you press the hands down, lift the heart further up. Low belly is still strong. Breathing in and out. To exit, I like to lower my hips down, sit on my bum from here. And then we move the blocks to the sides. We're gonna use it at like the last pose, which is Shavasana. So you might as well already place it at the top of your mat. So it will be an option for the blocks behind the calves. So have it to like either side of your mat, having a little bit of space like a palm between the two blocks. We don't need the blanket anymore, so you can fold it and put it to the side of your mat. And then we're sitting on our bum, feet to the ground, knees bent, and just land your body into the ground. Arms just resting by your sides. So acknowledging this moment of rest here. We have one more pose, and then we're doing some restorative countering work. If you are already ready for that, you can skip this little bit or do a different variation. So the pose we're doing is wheel or full bridge. If you know that doesn't work for you, you can take a regular bridge, clasping the hands behind your back. You can even slide a block under here and do a more restorative, supportive version. There's also kind of a variation of the wheel that you can try if you are interested. So bend your heels closer to your bum, and we'll start by reaching the arms up. And like we did before, keep the elbows in line with the shoulders and bend the elbows. And then rest your hands to the sides of your ears and can be a little bit wider. Then you'll notice that your elbows like splaying out to the sides. There's still this action of hugging in towards center. So you can either lift your hips up and then prop yourself up on the top of your head and stay here. So you're already, if you're here, you're already pressing your hands into the ground. You're not like resting all of your weight on your head. It's like 30% of your weight is on your head, the rest is on your arms. And if you want to go further, you're pressing your hands down, lengthening your arms, and lifting up into wheel. Think of that block of the beginning of class between your inner thighs. So you're hugging the knees towards one another, knees parallel and hip width apart. The back of the legs is working. Your low belly is strong. It's hugging in. And you're lifting up from the back of the heart. Relax your neck. Breathe in. And use your exhale to release down with control. Arms just by your sides. If you were in a different variation of bridge or wheel, make your way to this position where you're just laying flat with your back on the ground. And make fists with your hands, especially if you did wheel or the variation, and curl your knuckles in towards your inner elbow. And relax. Once more like this. Curl your knuckles in towards your armpits. And relax. Once more, curling in. And relaxing it out. So hug your knees in towards your chest. Now, both knees in, allow the low back to round, soften your shoulders down, soften your neck. It might feel good to rock a couple times from side to side. And if you're rocking, make these deliberate rocks. Like you're moving off to the right. You feel the left core muscles engaged to bring you back to center and across, and vice versa. If you're moving around, come back to center. Keep your right knee hugging in and land the left foot to the ground. Hugging the right knee in for another breath in and out. Option here to extend the left leg, and it might already rest on the block there. And then you're lengthening the right leg towards the ceiling. And you're catching somewhere along the back of the thigh or back of the shin, that's your calf or ankle. Interlacing the fingers and pulling the right leg in towards your heart, towards your face. The leg is relatively relaxed. The body is softening, cooling down. And then in an effort to counter some of all of this opening, we'll do a little bit of core work here. So first option is to engage your upper core muscles, suck your chin in and crunch up here. So you're bringing your head towards your right leg, pulling the right leg in. Second option is you hover the left leg off your block, off the ground, from the low belly. And then third option, you're reaching your hands forward and crunching up a little bit more. And then move your legs away from one another actively. Breathe in where you are. And exhale, bend both knees towards your chest, hugging the knees in. Breath in. And out. So land the right foot to the ground, keep the left knee hugging in towards the chest. An option to extend the right leg along your mat, and you might rest on your block there. You're lengthening the left leg towards the ceiling and interlacing your fingers the other way, behind your thigh, behind your calf, or even ankle. Pulling the leg in, but everything else in the body is soft, is relaxed, is heavy. Breathing into the sensation of release through the back of the left leg. First option is tuck your chin in and engage your upper core muscles to crunch up. Second option is you hover your right leg up off the block, off the mat, from the low belly. Third option, you reach your hands towards the top of your mat. Maybe you crunch up a little bit more. And the legs are moving away from one another. Actively, you breathe in here. Exhale, bend both knees to the chest. Hug the knees in, head to the floor. You might find again those rocks from side to side. And then next time that you're rocking over to the left, you'll lower yourself all the way to the left. Place your hands on top of one another. Place your hands on top of one another and start to slide the right hand along the inner left arm and then through the front of your chest so it unravels over to the right. To unravel yourself in a twist. Your knees are pretty high up towards your arm, so the twist occurs really high up along the spine. If that doesn't feel good for any reason, you can lower the knees down. You can even place a block under the knees or between the knees. So make any adjustments to your twist and then soften. So you're not doing the twist, you're simply watching. Simply opening yourself to what is, what could be, and what's becoming. Then you'll curl your fingers in towards your forearms, the forearm in towards the arm bone on the right arm, and sliding your hand to the chest so right hand meets the left hand again. Bringing the knees back to center and rolling all the way over to the right. Hand to hand to start, and then you're sliding the left hand along the arm and along the chest and unraveling into your twist. So making any adjustments you made on the other side, if you made any. And then opening to the shape. There's nothing for you to do here to hold up. You're simply here, open to where the shape wants to take you. When you're ready to exit, bring your left fingertips to your forearm to arm bone. Then you sliding your left hand across your chest, across the inner right arm. So palms meet, and then you bring your knees back to center. Hug them in one last time. And then feet to the ground. Expand your legs forward. Any adjustments so that your calves land on the blocks that you set there before. Arms by your sides. Opening to the support behind you. Opening to this space around you, above you. Opening your senses to what you feel, what you hear, what you taste, what you smell, and what you know, not intellectually, but intuitively and deep down within your core, within your heart. So we'll rest here in silence for a few minutes in this attitude of openness. Open yourself up to your breath. And watch the space around your heart. Softening the space around your heart, like any tension could melt away. Down your arms and out your hands. So this warmth, this softness around your heart. You're welcome to stay here, laying down for longer. If you would like to come up to a seat, start to bring movement back into the body, mindfully and connected still to this open, soft, gentle, warm heart space. And when you're sitting up, if you're sitting up, laying down, if you're laying down, and place your hands somewhere in your body. Then we'll take a breath in together and let it out. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. If you have any questions, any requests, please send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And that's it. I'll see you next time.